Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of the Mission Matters Innovation Podcast, your source for all things innovation. My name is Adam Torres. You can follow me on Instagram at AskAdamTorres. Keep up with my book releases, book tour schedule, signings, all that other good stuff. Always love to connect with you there. And as always, if you'd like to apply to become a co-author of one of my upcoming books, just head on over to the website, missionmatters.com, and click on Become an Author to apply. All right, so today I have Navin Mittal on the line, and he's Director of Product Marketing over at Automation Anywhere. Navin, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Adam.
All right, so I'm excited to get into this. You've developed the world's first web-based cloud-native digital workforce platform. So a lot of business owners, a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of executives listening, and they're listening to this show because they want to learn how they can grow their business and become more efficient. So that being said, let's just get right into it. Tell us a little bit more about Automation Anywhere, please.
Sure. So Automation Anywhere builds a robotic process automation platform, which is basically a way to create bots that can do whatever you do on the computer. So these are bots that you create, that you run, either in an attended fashion, which is they're running side by side, or in an unattended fashion, which means they're running somewhere in the data center in the back end. And we call them a digital workforce platform because really these are workers that you're creating to do your job, any tedious jobs that you do in the computer. So that's what Automation Anywhere does.
Let's start off with when I use the word case study, I mean it loosely. So what I mean is, let's start off with like an example. I want to give some for some of the people listening, because when you say bots, some of the people that have never used them, they maybe don't know the application or they don't know the functionality. Because I feel like once upon a time, when you go back even just a couple of years ago, the capabilities versus what they are now, I mean, it's night and day.
Mm-hmm. Sure. So these are software bots, right? So these are bots that you envision running programs on your computer, accessing, your data, transferring data from one system to another, whatever you would do on a desktop computer. These bots are there to help you do it. And the advantage, of course, is that they can run 24/7. They don't fall sick, they don't cause any errors as well. So there are no human errors involved when bots are doing the job for you. So these are really software bots that our platform allows you to create.
So can you give us an example of how maybe you don't have to give a name, but like one of your clients have used one of your bots in the past to help them with a process that saved them time?
Yeah, so, Bank of Colombia, for example, is one of the huge customers that we have. And banking industry is just one of the verticals. We can actually work across any of the verticals out there. And so they use our platform to really improve their front office, contact center operations, right? And so with the result of using bots, they're able to really establish a relationship with the customer. They understand where the customer is coming from, and can answer their questions at a much more faster pace because the bots are actually collecting data in the back end for them. And so that's just a contact center example that comes to mind. There are a lot more, use cases that I can go into, but just to give you a quick summary of where we have seen this very successful in the past.
So I love that and you mentioned you already answered a question I was going to ask, is what type of verticals do you typically work in? And I figured finance would be a big one. Tell us a little bit more. Do you do anything on the e-commerce side? I know there's a lot of e-commerce people listening right now that have been considering making investments in things like this, and they want to know, what does that do for me day one? Like, how can I integrate this?
Yeah, absolutely. So, like I said, it can be any application on the desktop, right? So browsers, of course, are one of them. We have a functionality called the Universal Recorder, which basically records your actions on the desktop as you're doing them, and then a bot gets generated based on those actions. And so if you can think of an e-commerce application, for example, where you are maybe browsing some sites and getting some data from those sites and doing some analysis based on the data that you collected. And so doing it yourself could be a manual process which might take some time, but if you have a bot that does it for you in the background when you're away, that'll save you substantial amounts of time, right, while you browse the internet. So that could be an e-com.
I completely get it. Let's talk about like on the marketing side. So like the social media, the marketing agencies, the people out there, what are some ideas for them and how they could use this?
Yeah, so marketing definitely can utilize bots in a very, in many creative ways, right? One is to actually do the marketing itself, which means go out to the social sites and posting banners and ads, etc., based on what the messaging is for your company. On the side, it can also do marketing research for you. It can actually go to your competition, see what your competition is doing on the web, and gather all that data and really create a report which you can then utilize to either make decisions around what you need to, put your dollars into, to take where you want to take the company forward. So a lot of unique opportunities there as well.
What kind of companies? I know niche you can go across things, but is this for just enterprise? Is this for small business? Is there mid-market solutions? I mean, what's the right type of fit company-wise to be able to engage with Automation Anywhere?
Yeah, that's a great question. So the name of the product itself is Automation Anywhere Enterprise, which should imply that this is definitely suited for enterprises. However, our latest release called A2019 is actually web-based and cloud-native, and it's actually a SaaS product. So even small, medium businesses who are just looking to get started with the bot technology can definitely come on board. And we also have a free community edition which you can play around with to see how easy it is to create bots.
Oh man, that's awesome. I knew it was for enterprise, but I had to ask because I wasn't sure. But if you had a product for us little guys yet, because I'm like, I want some bots too and some automation. Yeah. Come on, but I know it all starts in the enterprise. So those are some of the big solutions, and who gets to. And I mean that it just makes sense, like the Bank of Colombia or the other clients you have that are benefiting from it, but our small business owners, I love once the technology gets to the point to where you can create an offering for the small businesses to also benefit, because I see this the way. I mean, if you think about software development in general, the way I've seen it is it normally starts even the CRMs, all the big things. I mean, those used to be really expensive propositions once upon a time, and now they've scaled to where we have our own solutions there. I love it. I'm going to have to play around with Automation Anywhere more to learn about it myself for what we do here. Yeah. So Navin, if somebody's listening to this and they want more information on Automation Anywhere, either on the enterprise level or on the small business level, I'll call it, what's the best way for them to get that info and to engage more and to learn?
Yeah, just go to automationanywhere.com, and on the top right, you'll see something called Get Started. When you click there, you can either start playing around with the community edition, like I said, which is free for the community, or you can even ask for a demo. So one of our sales reps will get on the call with you and give you a demo of the product so that you can see how you can leverage the power of automation in your industry.
Man, I love it. Great stuff there. Well, hey, Navin, appreciate you coming on the show today and sharing more about all the great work you're doing over at Automation Anywhere. Excited to see the company keep on growing and prospering. And to the audience, as always, thank you for tuning in. Hope you got a lot of value out of this. Hope you had a lot of fun listening. We had fun making this for you. If you did, don't forget, subscribe to the podcast. Leave me a review on the Apple iTunes Store. And if you're watching this on our YouTube channel, Mission Matters Innovation, definitely give us a subscribe there, but leave us some comments in the comment section. Love to know what you're doing in innovation and also in automation in this case, and to keep the discussion going. And Navin, thanks for coming on the show.